My friend just had me on the Life and Lawn Care podcast. Y'all check it out. Check out his YouTube channel, Black Fork Lawn. All right, boys. So we're going to do a valve adjustment on the BR600. Now, it's the same on the BR600, the BR700, and like my KM130 weed eater, the 90R that my dad has. A bunch of them are the same. I don't know if the new BR800, if the clearance, the valve clearance adjustment is the same, but I'm willing to bet that it is. And the new 800 has like an easy port right here cut out. You can adjust it. And so really I got this, it's a 10, sorry, yeah, 10. I believe that means like 10 thousandths, you know what I mean? Because, you know, paper thin. So you're gonna need that. I actually ordered, typed in Stihl valve adjustment tool on eBay and bought it. That's when I bought it, had it for a couple of years. You need your Stihl tool, this, and you're gonna need like a 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, just a regular socket. And so what we'll do first is you need to remove these three, and then you need to move 4, there's 2 under here. Remove this first, then remove your cover. Then I'm gonna remove the spark plug so it makes it easier, takes the compression away, because you'll see in a minute how you need to check it and go up and down. And you can see if the piston's at the very top. Valve cover up here, and you're gonna remove that, and your 2 valves are right there. It's just 1 screw holding that on. Not hard at all. I'll put in time lapse, we'll take it apart, and then I'll explain what to do when we get to in there, all right? All right, boys, so this cover was the only one I forgot to tell you about. It's up under there. And this wire feeds up through those little guides, and your 2 electronics hook up right there. And, and that's pretty much it. And so you're turning this, you turn your motor, because now you can turn it with no compression. You can see in the top of the piston, comes back up, it's right there. Can't really see it on camera, but you can see it, once, you can see it if you're actually doing it in real life. So you see how, here's your 2 valves, and you see how I have it at the top, and I'm wiggling it to either side, and those valves are moving. Now that is not top dead center, because what you need is what they call top dead center, TDC. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down again, put that piston all the way back down, put it back up right there at the top. You see how I'm wiggling it back and forth? Look, no movement. No movement at all on the valves. And that's when you can adjust them. All right? Technically you can like line up the S with the little electrode. Recall that thing. Your adjustments are right here for your 2 valves. So you're going to tighten and loosen those, and your tool can go right under here, just like that. But as you can see, they're very loose. You see, like, I can just move this, wiggle. Both of these are loose. River, please don't lose my screws, buddy. We gotta put this back, put the blower back in a minute. Anyway. So let me get my ratchet and we'll keep moving. Wow. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna check it like that, and then I'm gonna tighten it up just a hair, check it again. And what you want to do, you want it to be like some resistance as you're pulling it out, not to where it's stuck in there where it's binding, but you just want it to have some drag. Like right now it has no drag because it's completely loose. You could probably put 5 of these in there. And you just check same on both of these. So I don't know if you'll be able to see that when I set this camera down, but that's what I'm gonna do. All right, boys, that's pretty much it. You know, I've been running it for a few months, and you gotta, like, after the first 100 hours, you need to do it, but then it's supposed to last like 300 or 400 hours. So basically, after that initial break-in, all you gotta do it is just once per year, just once a year, and man, it's not that hard. And that's really the only drawback to these Stihls, you know, is adjusting the valves, you know, like the weeders and all that. But you do it once a year, it's not a big problem. You can do it easily. I just showed you how to do it. You'll know because it'll kind of, when you go to pull it, you know, it always has compression, but when they're off, it'll be like really tight. It'll be like really tight, and then it'll start up and things like that. And so that's kind of one way. See, like it has compression, but it's still kind of smooth when I pull it out. But anyway, you know, I like them all. I think they all have their pros and cons. I love Echo, I love Stihl, I love Redmax, Husqvarna, which, you know, they're the same company now. So I think all of them have pros and cons, and I like all the companies. But as far as a 21-pound, medium-sized, high-quality, or medium-sized, good power blower, there's no other two-stroke one on the market that can touch this. Because like even the Redmax 6500, it's still like 23 pounds almost. This one's only 21.6. And this has got like, I think 712 CFM or something. So still pretty powerful, fuel efficient, light, no vibration. I mean, you really can't beat the old 600. You adjust those valves and you'll be happy with this thing. So, moment of truth. Let's go over here and crank it up and see if I messed it up or not. Oh, and also, one last thing is I remember watching my friend Julio's videos, Lawn Care Business Success, years ago. He just got like an automotive feeler gauge, and then he like cut it so it just had a thin spot in the middle like that. And you could do that. You could get a normal automotive one because they'll be square, and you could cut it like that so you have like that little slot. And you could do that. Guys, you hear it idling real good. It didn't start up on the first pull because the last time I used it for doing the edges of pine straw, and I let it idle for a long time, you know, like just as I was at low throttle doing the straw. So I think it had a lot of fuel built up in it. That's why when I first started, it didn't start first pull, because usually when I adjust the valves, that thing starts up, boom, like one pull usually once the valves are correct. And also you'll notice how good it idles, and you'll notice that it's deeper, like it has that deep sound, and it should have that deep sound in it. You know, it's more power. So I'm gonna set you down. River's got his nuts on. We're gonna run it just for a minute. I mean, it's hard to tell on camera, but like once I adjust it like this, like I can notice an immediate increase in the power. Down in the description, I'll put the video I made last time of adjusting the valves. So if you really wanted to, you could watch both of them, you know, and get tips from both of them. You can't even get close to that. But me and River came out here to light it. But my sticks are no more. So all the sticks and trees and limbs I pick up from customers' house, they be gone here in a minute.